What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, people? My Instagram followers. I know this is like the first live that I have done on this platform, probably in a long time. I'm gonna just share some thoughts with my fellow entrepreneurs because I feel like there are a lot of entrepreneurs out there that's in this space and we don't know it, and we keep getting in this toxic cycle and not understanding why the cycle is continuing to happen. So I'm gonna be real specific on some of this stuff, and then some of this stuff I'm not. But the other day I was watching something, and I seen this big brand in the background as a sponsor, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn. Because for many people who might not know me, I've done like major shit. I've done big shit even before big shit was popping, like years ago. If y'all follow me, I started out my entrepreneurial journey when I was 13 years old in the hair industry. Recently I retired, but in that 30 years I did so much. You know, I had a hair care line. I had Demi Cosmetics. I was at the BET Awards, the official sponsor, the first time official sponsor for the BET Hip Hop Awards 2017. My cosmetics line, Demi Cosmetics, was on 106 in Park for an entire summer. For all of you all who are on here that live in Huntsville, the year the Huntsville tornadoes came through, Bianca Edwards, shout out to B, marketing extraordinaire for Rock Nation right now. She was a client of mine. She saw the products, believed in the products, and she always told me she was going to get my brand, you know, on a platform when she got there. And she did that. So, you know, Essence, Black Hair Sophisticates, I placed third in the world, not in the United States, but I placed third in the world twice. You know, Is Your Salon Star by Mazzani. Like, I have done so many amazing things as an entrepreneur. And I was just sitting back. I'm like I know this can't be the end of my journey. Like, this whole entire time, from the time I started up until last year, I know this cannot be it for me. And then I lost my cosmetics line, Demi Cosmetics, due to a trademarking issue that I didn't want to fight in court because I had the money to fight it. I didn't have the money to fight it, and the amount that I was fighting for, it was just unrealistic. And sometimes it's just better to stop and just rethink the situation. And honestly, the trademark issue really was a blessing in disguise because I needed that time and that space to just sit and really regroup. But in that moment of me watching this big network event and seeing this brand in the background, I got to thinking, I'm like, why is my brand not there? So I started running my story back. I started running it all back, and something just hit me as big as day in my ear. And it said, unhealed entrepreneurs fumble the bag. And I said, what? I said, wait. I was like, wait a minute. And I don't know if you all, sometimes if you pray or if you ask the universe, you ask God, like for signs, and it came to me as big as day, and it said, unhealed entrepreneurs fumble the bag. And I'm like, you talking about me? Because I have been on a healing journey. And when I can tell you one thing about a healing journey is you can feel like you're in a place where you're healed, and then you could be triggered again, and then it will take you back down to rock bottom. So there's always constant work as it pertains to healing. Healing is just not a one-time journey. It's sometimes it can be a lifelong journey. Sometimes it can be a seasonal journey. It just depends on where you are in your healing process. So I'm like, so I'm not healed. So I ran my career back through. I thought about all the people that I had come in contact with that could have possibly helped my brand, you know, gave me more visibility. But I was in such a space of being triggered all the time because I had went through so much turmoil and so much hate when I even got in the beauty industry, when I really started doing the big things, when I really launched my cosmetics line, when I launched my hair care line. As a Black woman, I got so much pushback, and I didn't understand it because it was early on. We're not talking about the present years. We're talking about like 2008. We're talking about 2009. We're talking about really long time ago, before really the entrepreneurial game was really just popping. And so I was so hurt by the fact that in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I'm really trying to be a light. I'm really trying to be an example. Sorry. You can do this. I bought a whole 6-figure building on University Drive in Huntsville, Alabama. That was $1 Million Road when I was 23 years old. Okay. So I've been doing this. But what I didn't understand was during my journey, when I came in contact with people who could have potentially helped me get a bigger bag, I was continuously being so triggered by the bullshit that had brought me down, and I was not right in my mental space. I was not right in my mental space. My attitude was not right. My wording was not right. The way I walked, the way I talked, the way I looked at people, the way I dealt with people, it wasn't right because I was not healed. I was always being triggered. And so when that hit me the other night, I said, I got to go on live. I got to talk about this because I know that there are entrepreneurs out here right now that have done great things that feel like my brand. I'm talking about those of y'all that have done the work. I'm not talking about y'all that have played around and you done blew up off some bullshit. Excuse my language. I'm talking about for those of us who have done the work. I know there are so many of us that feel like they are in this space of being stuck, and we see these big brands and we see entrepreneurs and we're like, I got this and I got that, but we ain't healed. We're not healed. We are constantly still being triggered by the old things and the old spaces that we have surpassed. And we're triggered because we're trying to prove a point to the haters, to the people that talk bad about us. We are trying to prove to them that we're healed, or like, well, I'm going to show them. It's not for us to show them. It is for us to show the people that are looking for us. We will attract those consumers and those customers and those helpmates and those investors and those people that are for your brand. But if you are not healed, you cannot attract that. I'm telling you from experience because I know. So for all y'all entrepreneurs out here, they are getting it. The one thing I want to tell y'all is really, really try to get in your space and heal yourself. Really, really try to get in the space and understand where your triggers come from, because you are meant to be successful. You are worthy of success. We are human. We do fall short. That's a given, but you got to do the work. You got to do the work in order to move on, in order to be successful. You got to do the work. You got to try your best to let all the negativity, all the hate, you got to try to let all of that go. The one thing I didn't understand in my journey, because I started out at an early age, I didn't have the emotional intelligence to distinguish the fact that I was going to get hate. See, I didn't know that I was going to get hate. I didn't understand that I was going to get hate. I thought because I was doing a big thing for the community that was going to make people love me. That was going to make people attract to me. I was going to be a light for people. But what I didn't understand, but sometimes when there's light, it's going to be darkness. But see, I didn't understand that because I was too young at the time. But during my journey, as I matured, and now that I'm 43, I understand that better now. So my age as an entrepreneur, when I started out young, is now starting to catch up with my emotional intelligence that I have now at the age of 43, because I've been in business for 30 years and I've seen a lot and I've worked on myself a lot. So all y'all entrepreneurs out here, let me tell y'all this. If you on this, it's only one person on this live, and that's fine. I hope you getting something out of this. Share this to those entrepreneurs that you know or that you feel are on the brink of greatness, that you know need to be visible, that you know can be $1 million brand, that you know are bringing solutions to an issue in entrepreneur spaces, whether it be the beauty space, the tech space, the fashion space, whatever that space is. Share this live to those people, because the one thing that I can tell you is that if you're not healed or on your healing journey and you don't understand those triggers, you're going to fumble that bag. I'm not fumbling the bag no more. And also, too, let me tell y'all this. You cannot heal in the space that broke you. You cannot heal yourself dealing with the people that broke you. It don't work. It's going to be difficult, because if people haven't changed, and you still see that personality that comes out, you're going to be triggered, and it's going to take you down a rabbit hole. You cannot do it. You got to work on yourself. So this is Demi Howell, pivot practitioner, wiser. That's all of these are the things that I have created. Just looking back over my journey, creating something that I know is going to help entrepreneurs and also healing themselves, but at the same time finding peace and balance throughout their entrepreneur journey. So listen, happy Wednesday, y'all. I love y'all. Please share this live, and we up.